Hello dear children, I hope you are well and studying regularly. Today I, Darshana ma'am, am going to explain another grammar chapter, that is modals and auxiliaries. In the previous chapter you have learned about verbs and their various forms. And I am sure now you can very well identify the verb in a sentence. Yes? Now let me explain it with the help of some examples. Look at the following example. In example number 1, you can see she goes to school. Now tell me, which is the verb here? Yes, you are right. The underlined word goes is the verb. And what is the role played by goes in this sentence? It tells you what happens. What is the action done by the subject she? Alright. Now next sentence. She is a good girl. Now the underlined word is the verb here, and is tells you what the situation is or the state of being. And you have seen in these sentences, goes and is are very important words. Okay, without these words, the sentences, they don't have any meaning. Alright, so these two words are carrying meaning to the sentences. And look at example number 2 now. She is going home. Now, which is the verb here? Yes, here the verb consists of two words. Is going. Both are verbs. Now, look at the role played by these two words here. Going. Going is the action word here. It tells about the action done by the subject she. Alright, now what is doing here? The is helps you to tell about the time of action. Alright, without is, it is not clear to you whether at what time the action is going on. Alright, so is tells you the time of action, that is present time. Similarly, in the following example, she was going home. Here was helps you to express the time of action, that is past. The next example, if going is action verb, but is here is used to make the sentence negative. We have added negation word not with is. Then in the next example, is she going home? Here is helps us to frame the question. We have brought is before the subject she to make it a question. Alright. Now let me show you some more examples. Ravi does his work sincerely. Does here is the verb and it is showing the action done by Ravi. Now look at the next sentence. Ravi doesn't do his work sincerely. Here you have seen two do verbs are used, but the functions of both these verbs are different. Here the first do is helping the action verb do. Right? The next do is the action verb, and does is helping the do action verb to make to frame the negative sentence. We have added not with does. Alright, so doesn't do. In the next example, my uncle has a car. Here the verb is has and it shows the possession, the belongingness. So it has a main role to play. Okay, without has, the sentence doesn't have any meaning. But in the following example, you have seen my uncle has not driven his car. Here the action verb is driven. Alright, the action verb is driven. Then what is the role of has here? Here has is used to make the sentence negative because we have added not negation with has, and also it is showing the tense. Okay, we have used has to show the present perfect tense. The V3 form we have used here. Alright, so what do you conclude from this? That verbs Sometimes verbs tells you about the action done by the subject, and sometimes it helps us to form the tense, to make the sentence negatives and questions. So, on the basis of these functions, we can classify verbs into two kinds. They are main verbs and auxiliaries. The main verbs tells you what happens or what the situation is, and auxiliaries tells you it helps you to form a tense and also help to form negatives and questions. Now again, let me go back to the examples that given before. Now from this example 1, so goes will be the main verb. Again, she is a good girl. Is here is the main verb, but in example 2, going is the main verb, but here is not the main verb. Is playing the role of a helping verb, alright, or auxiliary, since it is helping us to show the time of the action. Similarly, she was going home. Going is the main verb, was is the auxiliary or helping verb. Next, she is not going home. Again, going is the action verb, is the helping verb. Is she going home? Going is the main verb, is the helping verb. Ravi does his work sincerely. Does here is the main verb. In the next sentence, Ravi doesn't do his work sincerely. Here does is the helping verb and do is the main verb. Next, my uncle has a car. Here has is the main verb, but in the next sentence, my uncle has not driven his car. Has is the helping verb and driven is the main verb. So you have seen that one verb can play the role of main verb, sometimes main verb, and sometimes help as it plays the role of a helping verb. Now let me show you the list of some auxiliaries. The list of the auxiliaries, there are 3 main auxiliary verbs, and I have shown you with different forms of these auxiliaries. Be verb, these are the different forms of be verb: am, is, are, was, were, being and been. Then have verb, have, has and had. Do verb, do, does, did and done. Is it clear to you now? So these auxiliaries help us to form tenses and help us also to make sentences negative and questions. Now there are some more auxiliaries. All right. Now their function is they are used to talk about permission, ability, necessity, possibility, etc. All right. So the examples of these auxiliaries are can, could, should, will, shall, may, might, must. Now these kind of auxiliaries are called modals. Alright, modals. What is the function of modals? They talk about permission, ability, necessity, possibility, etc. Alright, so they also belong to the auxiliary verbs, but we have given them separate names because they show the mood of the sentence. Alright, the mood of the sentence, like permission, ability, necessity and possibility. Alright, and one thing to be noted is that always V1 form is used after modals. Alright, now let me give you some examples of modals and usage. She can speak English fluently. Now here the modal auxiliary is can, and can tells you about the ability of the subject she. You must work hard. Now the modal is must and it tells about the necessity. He may be at home now. May is the modal auxiliary. It tells about the possibility. May I use your computer? Here may is the modal auxiliary and it tells about the permission. Alright, so and you will learn about the modals from class 6 in detail. Alright, so I hope it's clear to you now the difference between auxiliaries and main verb. Now Let me check whether you are clear about this concept or not by taking a quick test. Mention whether the underlined verbs in the given sentences are main or auxiliary verbs. Are you ready? Okay. The number 1, you write very neatly. Now here the underlined word is write, and now tell me, is it helping verb or main verb? Yes, it is main verb. Alright. Next, he is doing his homework. The underlined word is. Is it helping verb or main verb? It is helping verb because it helps us to form the tense. Next, our school has a big playground. Has here is what verb? It's main verb. Alright, it shows about the position. Next, you should do your homework. Here should is an auxiliary verb. Alright, because it tells about the necessity of doing homework. It's a modal auxiliary. They have completed their assignment. The underlined word completed is what kind of verb? Yes, it is the main verb. Alright, here it is the main verb. It tells about action done by they, subject, but have here is helping it to form the tense. I hope, children, it's clear to you. From next time I will give you some exercises to do. Thank you.